What is this one right here?
Left ventricle.
Because this is exactly how it will be asked in the exam too. Okay?
Sorry.
You can sit? Alright, you can come. You want to stand here?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, alright, I'll sit. Alrighty.
Oh, sorry.
Take the pictures once you want.
No, I'm videotaping it.
Yeah. Good idea.
Okay, so this one is
Left ventricle.
left ventricle. How did you figure that this is left ventricle?
It's the bigger ventricle.
Okay, maybe. It depends. If I have a different cut, then it can look smaller.
Well, I just
So,
look at the curve. If that
Curve, okay.
I mean, there's like a bigger curve on that side.
Oh, maybe. Alright, what else? Come on.
See how it's laying, how the heart is laying.
How it's laying. There is, see, sometime if I have a little different cut, then, or if, see right here, if I cut it like this, so this will become a bigger section and the other one will look a little smaller, or one side might become smaller and the bigger. You have cut it very nicely actually, exactly the way I think you have probably in the diagram also, see. So that's why this looks exactly like that, so it helps you. But one big thing
The
which I
papillary
would keep
muscle?
in mind,
The papillary muscle?
that is papillary muscles. Are you going to have papillary muscles on the right side also?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
The larger muscle in the left ventricle, though.
Yes, one big thing is that the left ventricle, because it is which pushes the blood into the body, the right ventricle is pushing the blood into the lungs. A lot less pressure, which is it is working against. Left ventricle works against the pressure of the whole body, so it has to pump harder, and so the wall becomes thicker and thicker and thicker. So this wall, if you see, even in the models, sometimes the models are not right, but most of the time the easiest way to figure is that the left ventricle has thicker walls, the right ventricle has thinner walls. So if you feel this here, look how thick this one is, see? So I can put it here too. I name the part.
Left
So
ventricle.
I would say
Myocardium.
whenever I want, okay, myocardium is fine too, but of which part?
Left
Which
ventricle.
side? I want to know. This is left ventricle's wall. This is the right ventricle's wall, right, or myocardium, because now if you say that ventricle is generally the cavity, so if I want to know this cavity or this chamber, somebody was saying, right, so I can say name this chamber. So I would like to specify a little bit more, and like some of you very wisely were asking me, if you are not sure, ask that, okay, are you asking about this area only or the whole thing, right? Somebody asked me, and I said, no, I want to know just this area. Then you asked me again, do you want to know over here, this little tube here or whatever?
Because that would make a difference.
At least I think 2 or 3 of you, they switched the names. Cystic is bile duct, and bile duct is cystic duct, is hepatic duct, is whatever, right? So just pay a little bit more attention, and if you are in doubt, just ask. This is the big advantage which you will realize once you will have your board exams or something, where there is nobody who's going to even say a single word. Nobody's going to let you say anything. You do whatever you understand from whatever is written, that's it. But over here you have an advantage of somebody standing around who you can ask, and luckily there's the person who has made all those answers or the tests, right? So now, so this is the, if I put it here and I say name this cavity, now that is left ventricle. How do I know? Because it has thick walls. This is a thick wall, this is a thick wall, this is in between. Now if I say name this structure here, what is this? Interventricular septum. You could have said myocardium too, but I am looking for interventricular septum, in between the two ventricles. Now when you put it here or over here, we are looking at
Right
the
ventricle.
right ventricle. I want to know this chamber. So I would say in my, now the big exam, of course, we'll have one more quiz, and after that, So we're going to have another quiz. So, and I am going to ask these similar questions. Very simple, easy questions. Okay. So this is one. Now, next one. So know these cavities for sure, right? Right ventricle, left ventricle, again right ventricle, left ventricle. Now, if I want to know these tendons here, see these?
Chordae tendineae.
What the? Oh, that's why. See, this is broken. I'm saying, why is it not holding?
It's not even.
You see, this is what you did, man. You're upset?
You want to use this one?
Huh? Okay, that might be nice too. So, if I say name this structure, I would say name the structure, right? So this is what?
Chordae tendineae.
This is chordae tendineae, very good. And if I say, now look over here. See, wherever these chordae tendineae are attached, this thicker structure right here, this thick part right here, huh? This, where this is attached, that is called what?
The atrioventricular
That is the
valve.
papillary muscle. No, that is the papillary muscle. That is the
Papillary muscle.
papillary muscle. Okay. Now, if I say, in this one it is much better. If I say name, look, can you see these, this inside, right? Okay. Now, if I say name this structure, do you see chordae tendineae attached here? No. But if I say name this structure here, see all these bulges here, right? Or name the bulge, right? These here, right? You can see them, right? Huh? These it looks like rugae, right? So what are these here? The muscles. This is the muscle in the ventricle. The muscles in the left ventricle or the right ventricle. See, these muscles are called what? Trabeculae carnae. They're called what?
Trabeculae carnae.
Trabeculae carnae. Trabeculae carnae. Huh? These are what?
No, I'm going as you go along.
Okay, these are called what? Trabeculae
Trabeculae carnae.
carnae. So we have chordae tendineae, we have papillary muscles, and we have trabeculae carnae, right? So these are the trabeculae carnae, right? All these here. Huh? Okay. So now, if this was the left ventricle, so what is this then?
Left atrium.
Left atrium. And what are these valves here? See these valves?
Atrioventricular
Okay, which one? Left or right? This would be the left AV valve. Left AV valve is also called what? Bicuspid, or what else?
Mitral?
Mitral. So this is the mitral valve or bicuspid valve or left AV valve. So if you just say valve, is not going to help, right? So it has a name, right? So whichever name you would prefer, I won't mind. Okay, on the opposite side, over here we will have valves too, right? So what are these valves then?
Right atrium.
So this would be right or tricuspid and all of that, right? So you can say those things. Alrighty. Now, if this is the left ventricle, if this is the left ventricle, then from the left ventricle goes out a structure, blood. Where does it go? From the left ventricle, where does the blood go into?
The rest of your body.
Aorta.
Into the rest of the body. So what is the name of the blood vessel which it is going into?
Aorta.
Right? Okay. So where is the blood vessel?
The biggest one on top.
You're the biggest one on top. So which one is the biggest one on top? What do you think?
Right here.
Right here. Okay, excellent. But if I want to make sure whether this is correct or not, whether this is aorta or not, there are a couple of things I can do. One is I check the thickness of the blood vessel. Arteries, they're always thick, and the veins, they are thinner. So this would be a thick walled, so it looks a little thicker, yes, but I'm not sure still. So I want to go where it opens up. Look, I put my forceps in and I saw that it opens up right here into the left ventricle, right? So it opened up right here. So this is the aorta. So I can have my pin or something, and I'm going to say, name this structure. This would be a very good question for me to ask in the midterm exam. Okay, name this structure. So you would say aorta, 2 points. If you want, you can wear the gloves. We will have them available, and you can double check and make sure that this is correct, right? Okay, then I want to know that this aorta, what is the name of these valves between the left ventricle and the aorta? Look, I don't know if you can see them. I can see them. Somebody, let's cut this thing. Okay, now look. Can you see these valves here? See the flap? Okay, there you go. Can someone hold this? No assistant here, man? Can you get the gloves? Somebody can get the gloves. Okay. This right here, see, this is one. Another one, right? Another one, right? And they are actually, just hold it here, a second. Okay. Now, if you look inside, these are semilunar. Can you see this? This is semilunar, right? Aortic semilunar valve, like this, half moon, right? So, these are the aortic. When the blood goes, when the blood is pushed out, they become like this. Blood goes out. Once the blood goes out, they open up. Hold this. Hold it for a second. Can you hold it? Okay. Then they open up like this and like this. Look. See? Can you see it? So the blood does not go back because they have. See?
So if it goes back, is that a heart murmur?
If it does, yes,
Like if
we
it
can
leaks?
have a. If yes, then we will have a murmur.
Okay.
If it goes back, regurgitation or insufficiency, we call it. So it cannot go back, right? So it's blocked. Don't worry. What is this called? Aortic semilunar valve. Aortic semilunar valve. So these are aortic semilunar valves, right? Okay, similarly, from the left ventricle, there should be a blood vessel going out too, which takes the blood out. So let's see. Is there any here? Huh? Where is that?
Oh no.
Right here. Look. See? Look. This one, if you're not sure, I'm going to go in and look.
So that's the vena cava?
So what is this one?
Inferior vena cava? I don't know.
Come on. Mr. Stanley Cooper.
Superior vena cava.
The blood vessel, you're not even close, man. You're not even close. Yes, thank you so very much.
Nice.
See, you're not thinking. That's why you're giving these answers. This is pulmonary. Pulmonary what? The blood vessel which takes the blood out of or into the left ventricle. There's only blood vessel, only one. There's only one blood vessel which is connected to the right ventricle. This is what? Pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. This is the pulmonary artery. And look. And if somebody asks you, what type of blood do you have in this? See, this is artery, so thick walled, right? Thick walled. But what is this? Oxygenated blood or deoxygenated blood?
Oxygenated.
Deoxygenated because it's
This
going
is
to
the
the lungs.
only artery in the body which has deoxygenated blood.
So it's going to the lungs.
Going to the lungs.
The capillaries.
This is the only artery which has
Deoxygenated
very
blood.
good question to be asked in our lecture class. A very good chance that it will be asked. This is the only artery in the body, because we have started the chapter already. This is the only artery in the body which has deoxygenated blood. And the only vein which has oxygenated blood is what?
Pulmonary vein.
Pulmonary vein. And where would be the pulmonary vein then? Where would it open up? Where is it connected? Pulmonary
Left
vein.
atrium. Or no.
Which atrium?
The right.
The left atrium.
Which structure they bring the blood into the right atrium? Right atrium is where all the blood of the body is coming, right? So through the superior and inferior vena cava, right? Not into the left side. So it means, so if this is the right